If Google were a teenage girl, it would walk around asking business owners, why are you so obsessed with me? Think about it. We talk about our Google ranking, how to optimize our Google listing, and how to effectively use Google reviews. But take a look at this map. According to Device Atlas, the most authoritative source of device data, the United States prefers iOS systems. In layman's terms, it just means more people use iPhones than Androids. Now, what does this have to do with your business, though? Well, how many of you have claimed your Apple Maps listing? In this video, I'll briefly discuss why it's so important for you to claim your Apple Maps listing and also show you how to go about doing it. Hi y'all, I'm Vivian Walton, the Seasoned Marketer, and my channel is all about sharing marketing tips, tools, and tactics with resourceful business owners. Today, I'm going to discuss why it's important for you to claim your Apple Maps listing and show you how to claim it. All right, so let's talk about why you're going to want to claim your listing. As business owners, despite what our personal preference is, it's really important that we think about how people search for information so that we can place our products or services in front of them when they are ready to make a buying decision. When Android or iPhone users are looking for services using the Google app, your Google listing and Google reviews will pop up. But here is one thing to consider. Let's take, for example, my sister. She uses an iPhone. Now, she doesn't want to download any more apps to her phone, so she won't be downloading the Google Maps app. But what she does do is sometimes looks for businesses on Google, copies and pastes the address into her Apple Maps, or she simply looks for the business on her Apple Maps. What you may not know is that Apple has actually not seen success with their mapping application. It actually was so bad that even Apple recommended to their own iPhone users that they download other apps such as Waze or Google Maps just for directions because they knew their product was subpar. But in the last few years, they have made a really good concentrated effort and invested a ton of money and resources into building their own mapping application. Apple has been quoted as saying, Apple is now focused on building the best map app in the world, which requires building all of our own map data from the ground up. Basically, that means that we are guaranteed to see more and more of those cars driving around with the cameras mounted to the top of them, except now they're not just going to be Google cars, but also Apple cars as well. Hint, hint, y'all, they mean business. So I say all of this to really simply encourage you to secure your Apple Maps listing because it is going to get increasingly more important. How do you go about doing that? Well, let me show you. All right, let's begin by going to Google and simply typing in Apple Maps listing. It will be the first one to pop up right here, Apple Maps Connect, or you can simply go to mapsconnect.apple.com. Now, in order to claim your Apple Maps listing, you absolutely have to have an Apple ID. Now, it is free, so there is no cost associated with it, but if you have an Apple ID already, go ahead and click Sign In. If you don't, you'll want to go through and create one first. So I already have one. I'm going to click Sign In. And all right, so notice I already have two listings that are in the process of being claimed right here. They're two physicians' practices. This is where I'm logged in. My places, as I said right here. Add place will allow me to add another one. Now, for those of you that maybe only have one business location, then you're only going to have one appear under my places. For those of you that may have 5 or 6 or several locations, you're going to have a couple of these showing up when you sign in. I'm going to come through here and go ahead and claim another one of the physician practices I work for. All right, so notice that there are two of them that pop up and are listed. I'm gonna go ahead and claim this one. Notice when I click on it, it will give me the address, the category, the phone number associated with it, the location, and the hours. So when I hit claim this place, if you see the blue button down here, it means it's not claimed. When I hit claim this place, it will walk me through the information. So I can change any of this as I wish. I'm going to click not accepted because we don't accept Apple Pay at the current moment, but I can update the phone number if I need to. If this place has moved or closed, let's say you've moved down the road, you'll want to tell them that your old location has moved and then submit the new location. Now notice this pop-up appears. In order to claim your listing, it will require that it call the phone number that is listed with the business. And the reason it does this is it wants to ensure that the business is active and open. Now, because I'm currently not at this practice or location, I'm going to hit verify later. But if I had coordinated with the staff, I could hit call me now and just have one of the staff members give me the code so that way we could verify the account. But I'll simply hit verify later. Full address, if I need to change a suite number, city, location. I'm just going to go through and hit next. Now notice right here, sometimes it will say, hey, we found a close match, and it will suggest a new address. The reason it does this most of the time is if you notice all of the information is the same minus the last 4 digits that are added on here. Sometimes it will add the last 4 postal code numbers that the post office uses, and that's just to help us with making sure that we're in the right location. So I always typically use the same address that they suggest. Right here it brings us to the map, and I can actually move this around if they have it pegged in the wrong location. The map can also change, so right now it's under hybrid. I can hit satellite or standard and it changes it, but I'm simply going to keep it on hybrid. So next, here it allows me to change the hours. If I offered Saturday hours, I'd want to include that. Website, I can post the website listing. Yelp, now one thing to note is whereas in Google listings, your Google Map listings uses your Google reviews. With Apple Maps, they use Yelp reviews. So if you have any Yelp reviews for your restaurant and you come in and you claim your listing, it will integrate it with that listing. You can include your Facebook, Twitter, all of that information. Hit next. And then notice it'll say, please wait, we are analyzing your profile for potential issues. I already know I'm going to have an alert because I have not received the call with the code. So when I hit review alerts, notice right up here it tells me what the review or the alert is. So answer a call to this location. Once I hit call me now, it will fix this alert when I put the code in. I can't do this at the time, but I will do it first thing tomorrow morning. So I'll come back in to my places and have it call all 3 of these locations. So that's it right there. I'm going to sign out. All right, so I hope that was simple enough for you. I highly encourage you to take the time this week, don't put it off, but do it this week, to secure your Apple Maps listing. It will eventually convert to potential customers and clients for your products and services. And I promise you that down the road, it's going to get increasingly more important as Google dumps more money into building up their Apple Maps platform. So if you like the information that I shared with you here today, if you found it useful and helpful, I encourage you to go ahead and like my Facebook page. You can find me under The Seasoned Marketer, or subscribe to my YouTube channel. Every week I share information that could potentially help you grow your business or save you time and money when it comes to marketing. Thank you once again for tuning into another Monday Marketing Minute. I will catch you guys next week, same time and place.